Hey everyone, and welcome to today's deck profile for set 13 One Piece TCG, as it is quickly approaching. Pre-releases will be starting up soon. Going over the King of the Pirates, Gol D Roger. This is probably a fan favorite list, right? It's Roger. Even though I think he hasn't been one of the tier 0 triangle meta leaders, he does get a big buff with the promo Roger, right? The 8 cost promo here, which is very, very good. We're not gonna have access to this at the very beginning. I believe this said we'll get this in December through a special promo pack. I don't think it's the regular locals tournament pack. I want to say I don't think that was. I don't know. I'll put up information on the screen when I look it up afterwards to fact check myself. But all I know is we're not going to get this at release. This is just a very good card for the deck, being an 8 cost that essentially buffs your leader up to 9k like the Whitebeard, but you just get to be a little bit more Don efficient technically, right? Because it's only 8 Don, so you can get more Don for events, which is very good. Counter events are very strong. But let's get into it. We definitely can still play this deck at release, with the Whitebeard has been the substitute in the meantime for the deck. And overall, I think it's just a very fun leader. It's pretty straightforward. You're just ramping as quickly as you can to become a 7k power leader, right? You only get that once you're at 10 Don. There are downsides to the deck, obviously, but it's a lot of fun. It's pretty straightforward, just ramping, playing out big bodies, very aggro once we get to 10 Don, right? But before we get into it too much, leave a like, subscribe, and if you want to support me and pick up some dope stuff at the same time, you can check out my links in the description. I've got a coupon code for Nen Garden Straw Hat Pecan for 8% off. It should be, and just posted some set 13 playmats with the 5 elders, which is very, very dope. And again, my code works on top of any other sale. I also have a TCG Player affiliate link. If you're going to be buying any cards for the game, click in the link in the description to go to TCG Player through my link. Just help support me at the same time. And I made a Twitter at Straw Hat Pecan if you want to follow me. Let's get into it though. We got Roger, 5 life, 7k power, purple and red. Insane stat lines. I think when we all saw this at the very beginning, when they teased just, I think, the power being the first 7k power leader in the game, people were very excited, as you should be, right? It's a new milestone for the game. But there's a downside. If you have any Don cards on your field, give 1 Don that would be added during your Don phase to your leader. So basically, once you have Don on the board after your 1 or 2 Don turn, every turn sequentially from that, one of your Don you add from your Don deck to your cost area, one of them will be attached to your leader automatically until you're at 10 Don, and then obviously you don't have any more Don to add. Then you have all 10 Don to play with, right? But you're going to be playing slightly off curve because of that, but there's a lot of in-set support that works with Don being attached to your leader that is very, very good. And then if you have 9 or less Don, give this leader minus 2k power, so he's a 5k leader until you're at 10 Don. So that's the downside. Getting into, we've got the Sanji 2k counter. This is great for the rush Gol D Roger, right? If you're at 1 life and this is on the board beforehand, you can use the activate main to take a life to your hand and then give him plus 2k power and 2 rested Don. And that way you'll be at 0 life to use the Roger. So nice to keep this on board early if you need to go for game using the basically unblockable status of your board and this Roger, right? You also have a 2k counter, which is nice. We got the Uta 2k counter that gets minus 4 cost if you have a character on board with 10,000 power or more, which obviously we have a lot of, so this will be a nice late game blocker to play out. She's also a 2k counter. We got the Newgate, similar thing to the Roger, buffing our leader plus 2k power for our turn until the end of our opponent's next turn, so we'll become a 9k leader. Very, very nice. He does also have the secondary Don times 2 when attacking KO one of your opponent's characters. With the power of 3,000 or less, actually could be pretty good to get rid of some chump blockers, right? We got the Rush Shanks All of your opponent's characters get minus 1k power. Very nice end game. As well as the 10 cost Gol D Roger. This has gone up in price a lot from what I've seen, which it's unfortunate because this card was like $5 for the longest time. So hopefully you have your playset, or at least a few copies if you want to play Roger or Ace. Both of them are using this card. And of course, if you or your opponent have 0 life and your opponent activates a blocker, you win the game, right? So that's why that Sanji is very nice in case you are at 1 life and you have him on the board. You're at 10 Don, you play out the Roger, you use Sanji's ability, he becomes a 7k swing, and you go down to 0 life, so that way nobody can use blocker. Then we're getting into some of the newer support. We got Shanks, just a 1 cost, 2k counter, 1k, 2k power, 1k counter. Searcher, look at the top 5, roll up to 1 card with the Roger Pirate Stipe. So just our generic Searcher. Buggy, a very, very important 2k counter because it is our earliest ramp option for the deck. It's also a 2k, right? If your leader has the type including Roger Pirates and you have a given Don, add to 1 Don and rest it. This is for 3 Don, right? If you're on 3 Don, obviously you'll put a Don on leader, have 2 left, play out Buggy. It is your earliest way to ramp. It's really nice to have this in a starting hand, right? Because we have a lot of mid-game ramp options, but this is our earliest that you could use on 3 Don. Then we have our 3 cost Douglas Bullet 4k power 1k counter. If you have 8 or more Don cards on your field, this character gets plus 2k power, so this is going to be for your and your opponent's turn. On play, if your leader has the type including Roger Pirates, add up to 1 Don from your Don deck and rest it. Again, this will be on a 4 Don play because you'll have 1 Don attached to leader, 3 Don for that. Bond Clay, this card has gone back up in price even after the reprints a bit because I think it's used as a 4 in most Roger lists, right? It's just a nice mid-game ramp option. Noticing that this list particularly doesn't run the Odin blocker, but that is an option, right? There's the 5 cost Odin here. 1 more Don, right? But it's another ramp option if you don't have the Bond Clay. But this is just a nice 4 Don as an active. And it's very good because there's a lot of big bodies in the game right now. Obviously, when attacking, you can match the power of one of your opponent's characters for this character for the turn. So for 4 Don, you can swing pretty big. If your opponent has out like a 10k or 12k, it's very good value. Has counter too. We've got the Skapagraban, 6 cost, 7k power, 1k counter on play. If your leader has the type of Roger Pirates, draw 2 and trash 1 from your hand. Then add 1 Don from your Don deck and rest it. It is very nice that a lot of this is leader locked, right? Because there's just so much ramp built into this support, and obviously that is the whole point for Roger. We got the new Rayleigh, 8 cost, 9k power, amazing artwork. Rush, on play if you have any given Don, rest up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less. Then at the end of the turn, add 1 Don from your Don deck and set as active. So this is perfect for your 9 Don turn, right? You'll have 1 Don on leader, 8 for this. At the end of the turn, you get that active Don, bumping you up to 10, so you become a 7k, and you'll have 1 active, so you can use a counter event, right? We have our 0 cost Divine Departure. Main, rest 5 of your Don cards. If you have any given Don, give one to one of your opponent's characters minus 8k power during this turn. Counter, you may trash 1 card from your hand up to one of your leader characters gets plus 3k for the battle. Very, very nice, right? So just a 5 cost to minus 8k power. Very, very good. There are a lot of bricks in the deck, so having the 0 cost event that also doubles as a secondary ability is kind of crazy. Just an example of like power creep in the game, to be honest, right? Like we had all of our 0 costs from the earlier set, and now we're getting events that have dual purposes, right? Like this one, for example, the 1 Don main, you may rest 1 of your Don cards. If your leader has Gol D Roger, and if you have any given Don cards, add up to 1 Don card. So this is also another ramp, right? But Buggy's a nice 2k counter as well. Counter, give up to one of your leaders plus 3k power. So just looking for event or buggy to start the game off to get your early ramp, following up with one of our mid-game options. Because again, you just want to ramp as quickly as possible. Starting, going first, very strong, and opening with one of these two ramp options, right? Following up with another mid-game ramp option, just trying to get to 10 as quickly as possible. So this is the list that I'll be running. Again, I just want to try one out without the promo because I don't want to highlight the promo if we're not going to have it for a while. Of course, you can play on the sim with it, right? And we're going to get it eventually, so is what it is. But if you wanted to play Roger on day one, this will be a list that you could run. Like I said, if you don't have the Bon Clay, you could also run the Odin, right? There are more options in the deck for it, but this is the list that I wanted to try out. So let's try it out, get into some games. Obviously, we want to try to go first, find some early ramp options. And just as a general gameplay strategy, being a 7k power leader late game, we'll probably be taking the first few hits to our life to get resources early game, depending on the matchup. But yeah, Roger, unfortunately, isn't the strongest, but he's still strong, and I think we'll see a lot of play with him. Again, fan favorite. It's Gol D Roger. Even without the promo, like, you can still do really well with this leader. He's been doing pretty good, but it does seem like it's a lot of Ace, Emu, and Zoro for the most part. But who knows? Once we get this the promo, maybe we'll get a little bit better. But let's get into some games. We got GP Luffy. We have a searcher, some mid game. We are going first. We could find off of, so yeah, let's actually keep because we have the searcher, right? So maybe we'll find, and we do. We just find the event. So we can ramp then, pass, right? So this is just a 2-Don ramp, so that's actually perfect. Plays out the Nami searcher, picks up Sanchi Pudding. Okay. Draw. So you'll see here, gain arrested, and just will swing 6. And then we do have more ramp options. Actually, Bon Clay is really good into this matchup because we'll play out the Sanji Pudding soon, and then we can swing 7 with Bon Clay. Just keep trying to rush him down, honestly. We have 2 of the Rogers I'm noticing. We'll probably cycle one of them out with Gabon here. Picks up Usohachi. It's a couple of searches. We'll just take this, of course. Rayleigh, not bad. Draw. So that's kind of how it works. If you were a little bit confused with that, I think we'll just ramp, right, and just swing kind of high. So like whenever you go to add Don from your cost area to your from your Don deck to your cost area, one of them will go to your leader, right? So now if he plays out the Sanji Pudding, which of course he'll want to, he has a big hand though. However, a lot of this deck has boiled down to counter events, so we can kind of bully that a little bit. We don't have a really way to rest. We're going up to 9, so this is actually a perfect time to play out the Rayleigh. We could pressure the Sanji Pudding, or we could just swing like an insane amount at life, right? Because he's not going to have any counter events open. This deck just runs a lot of bricks. Yeah, look, he picked up another Sanji Pudding. So we could try to get him down to 0 life here. We'll take because we're going to be at 7k the next turn. Yeah, so let's draw. Let's go here. This isn't original cost, so just that. So we have 6, 7, and then 9. Yeah, let's just try to get him down to 0 life and then follow it up with the Roger, right? We're at 3 life, but we'll be pretty defensive, having 2k, 1k, 0 cost. He gave us a 2k for a 6 swing, so that is, you know, we knew he had that. Go 9. Maybe I should have gotten rid of the Zoro. Oh, he counters out of that too. Interesting. Gain an active. We don't have that counter event, but we have a 0 cost at 2k and a 1k. We could just play out Shanks next turn, possibly. Maybe clear board a little bit. It depends on how much Don he leaves open. The fact that he stayed at 2 life there was actually kind of crazy. Yep, Nami eats. Gets rid of that. Playing out another Sanji pudding. That's a lot of pudding, a lot of Sanji. But that hand size is getting a little crazy. He only has 1 Don open though. Draw. Okay. So we could do Whitebeard too. That would actually help us a lot. Eat up a lot of technically the 2k buff would get us more in the long way than 1k across the board, since we don't have the ability to swing into anything. And then if we do get a Don, a counter event from one of these life, that would help us too. Right, so let's just go, because then we have 9 and 9 to swing at them, and that would eat up 1 giant. Yeah, let's play out you. Go 9. Or he might have the demonic aura event, right? That just goes plus 3k, so that would require 2 cards. But if he has Gum Gum, then he gets out of it with 1. Right, yep. Well, technically 2, but it replaces itself. So it's like the hand size is the same. But we get rid of 1 giant, so that's good. I don't even think he plays a lot of blockers. He could get 2 cards out of the hand. Nice. But now we're a 9k leader. Zoro coming out to search. He'll be able to hit us a few times. Let's see. Do they even play that many blockers anymore? Like the... I don't even think so, right? I don't think they run the Robin blocker. I don't think that was even that popular to begin with, right? But the only thing we need to worry about the Roger. He's just a big stat line, 13k. But I think we might just play out Shanks. Depends on how he's got like all of his Don back is active. It's crazy, you know. You still have to attach a decent bit to form attacks that we can get out of like with just 1 to 2k, right? So if we stay pretty healthy here, we can play out Shanks and just possibly trying to control board, like get a few big swings into some Sanji puddings if he goes sideways with him. He might not, he might just leave him standing too to try and follow up next turn. But if he gives us the turn to play out this, then oh wait, we do have the counter. I don't know why I thought this was a 0 cost. I'm so stupid. How long have I been sitting here with this? It's like my brain didn't work, but like my I don't know. 9 at us, we'll just go 1. We'll event here to try to stay healthy, because next turn will be 7k, right? We'll go 2. But next turn, if we play out the Shanks and can swing into 6k, we'll see how much Don he wants to leave open too. We could possibly go for game. True. All right. So we'll play out Shanks, but do I want to push for game or try to control board? We won't have any active Don for this, and we only have bricks, so I don't think we can afford to. Let's should poke 7 of life to see. He left up 4 Don, so I know he's got something in there he's cooking. But I don't think I've seen him pick up many counter events, right? He's 0 costed the Luffy, so he might not have a lot of counter. But I feel like we should go for board here. Actually, I have no clue if we'd be able to survive even with the Shanks, right? Obviously, if he counters out of this, yeah, okay. He uses Bagua. Okay, now we have to go for board. Hopefully these go, right? Both of them. But even with that, I don't even know if we'd survive because of the everything in our hand is a brick, and he'll just put bully us. Maybe I should have just not even played out the Shanks and attached to... Oh, he let that go. Oh, wait. He didn't have any... Oh, he was gambling off of the giant to draw him into counter. All right, so let's see. Would we have survived the clapback? Oh, hell no. We got a 0 cost and a 1k. He did have the Luffy, so he could have... That's what I was figuring he was waiting for, to play out Luffy to go for game. With all the Sanji puddings, just getting him back a ton of Don from it, right? But he had Brick and a 2k. Part of me thinks I should have just stacked Don on these 3, not even played out you, and push for game, maybe left the Don open for the event, right? I could have even used the event to just guarantee clear one of the Sanji puddings, but yeah. Maybe I should have played out the Shanks a turn earlier. Because then if I followed it up with the second Shanks, having these be 5Ks, we definitely would have cleared, or they, you know, would have been a lot harder for him to go for game if we had 2 Shanks on the board rather than this to prolong us to turn. So even though I feel like we should have lost there, it's still definitely good to learn from, right? Probably should have played out the Gabon too to clear some bricks. I kind of wanted to, but I felt like we ramped pretty fast and I wanted to be ahead by establishing a big body. But yeah, just so many counter events. Ooh, we got Blackbeard. I think we'll mulligan to look for Buggy. Nice. So draw. No searcher. Because he's going to probably turn off our on. Actually, I don't know. I don't know how you would want to play against this, right? You want to prevent our ramping, but like then you're very low on cards, right? No on plays already. Draw. I think I still might play out the Buggy just to have something to swing into you, because we might just try to rush him down. If we're not going to ramp through on plays, we'll just try to rush him down, hope for like a Gol D Roger to finish off game, right? So he can't block with the 10 beard. Picks up more searches. Picks up a 2k. Okay. Is he going to counter out this? Actually, I wouldn't mind. I don't know. Just so much gosh darn searching. So much gosh darn searching. All right. Gabon. Nothing. Should I start trying to starve him out too? We can play out the Bon Clay so that way, again, we have something to swing at him with. Kind of just want to be playing out bodies. I might want to establish the... Actually, the bullet wouldn't be that bad, because he's a 6k swing. Well, Bon Clay is a little bit harder to remove, being the 4 cost, but still not terrible for him. And then if he plays out a Burgess, it's threatens that. So we should have looked for the... Well, we mulliganed for it anyway, and we just didn't find it. But looking for the event ramp probably be a lot better. Genuinely, I don't know if how popular Blackbeard would be with Emu on the loose. All right, draw. That's pretty good. We'll just swing 6. Okay. And then we'll just play out a big body to swing at you later. Right? We'll be at 9 next turn. Only 8 though. So we'll just play out a couple of bodies. Just go wide, right? Just go wide. I'm playing out a couple of Kuzans. Okay. Picks up Lafitte. Goes 6 at us. We'll take another Sanji. More 2Ks. Yeah, I think having to pitch every turn, it's like it feels necessary, but also the hand size is crazy. You're gonna recur a little bit of value from these, but if yeah, I think we'll go just 6. Okay. 7 blocks. Okay. And then we can pressure the Kuzan. Or do I want to leave this standing? I think I kind of almost want to leave it standing. Because then if he plays out the 10 drop next turn, he'll have to freeze that. Because if I swing at it, he just blocks with Kuzan and gets something else out anyway. Next turn, we can play out the Roger or probably Shanks, right? Probably Shanks. Pitches stage to search with stage. Finds a 2K. 5 out of us. Take. 2K. Buggy. 5 at us. I think we would counter here. I don't know. Because we'll never be able to be a 9K. We'll counter here. I feel like staying at 2 life is like pretty alright. So we'll lose the buggy. It's funny because that nullify actually makes us a 7K if you were to do it too early, right? Because it nullifies your lead ability. So it puts us back up to 7K. Funny enough. Pitches to no on plays. Draw. Oh, I forgot. I'm so stupid. We only have 9. So we'll just play out the... We'll go 6. That is a very beefy Burgess. He blocks. Go another 6. All right. And then do I get him to use the blocker now? What's in his trash? Everything? Yeah, pretty much everything. He plays out a Kuzan off of it. Yeah, I don't want him to draw. We'll pass. Hopefully we lose one of these guys to clear up space on the board. Next turn, we'll probably just hopefully be at 0 life or... Yeah, it depends. I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't have swung as much, but... Let's see. There's no way he swings twice at us, right? Actually. If we're not at 0 life, we'll just play out the rush shank. Ooh. Yep. Sure. No 10 drop, so yeah, we'll just play out shanks and have a bunch of swings. We can clear board. Well, he is going swing with the Burgess. All right. That is a beefy Burgess. By the way, that is such a beefy Burgess. It's insane. We don't have on plays, so if we just go, it's a 12K Burgess. Now it's a 11K Burgess. I could possibly bait out going for game, then clear Burgess. We do have a decent amount of counter. Counter. I don't want to say counter, so weird. He also might not be able to counter out of these, right? We have... No, he has too many swing... Too many, right? Oh, another Burgess? Okay, so we'll just... go with the Burgess now. He has 1 card in hand. So we'll clear something, right? We'll clear something. With one of these swings. So then mathematically we'll just have to get out of 1. Oh, he does counter. Okay, so go here, match that. So... Wait, what? Oh my god. I'm so stupid. Wait, what happened? I messed up because of the shanks. That was... Yeah, that was stupid. I should have just clicked on the Burgess. Wait, no, I don't know why it was 10K. I don't know. He's still got 3 swings. So we just are 7K. We have 3 2Ks. These are 12s, so we can make 13 and 14. I think we just got it, right? Because we go 9, 11, yeah. 13. We could have taken and counter out of one of these maybe, but even if he clears 2 bodies, it doesn't really matter because we have a rush. So, and he has nothing in hand. So I definitely misplayed that and should have, you know, I didn't even look at the shanks. I don't know. Yeah. All right, draw. We'll just go 7 and just 7. GG. So I don't know if like, yeah, I guess you kind of have to deny from early game, but then if you have the ramp option, right? If we had this early game, that would have been very, very nice to try and get out some big bodies a little bit quicker, because we just didn't get to ramp at all that game. Just played it out normally and just played it out aggressively. Yeah, the Roger would be so nice. The promo, just having more Dawn open late game, being able to become a 9K and having some Dawn open for counter events would be so, so nice, because there's just so many bricks in the deck. We got Emu. We're going first. This is some nice rush, but we don't... do I get greedy and look for an option for 2 Dawn? We have an option for the next turn, and yeah, these would be kind of nice. I'm going to be greedy and mulligan. And we actually, it works out for us, right? It actually works out for us. We get a 2K. We can just use the event to ramp. Keep Buggy for 2K counter, right? Well, technically the is more counter, but you know, if we're going to be playing out 10 costs, then rather than the 2K. Can we actually rush you down before? Because it's hard to rush Emu down. It's hard. All the card draw, all the blockers that draw you, right? Let's go here, boom, gain arrested. Swing your face for 6. Used an event already. One of the 3K events already. And they have another event in trash. That actually might be to our benefit, right? Plays out the searcher. Picks up the rush. Five will take. Bond Clay, not bad. Draw, draw. We'll go Bond Clay, boom. I think we might want to ramp again. Because we're at... We don't have... Yeah, I think we want to ramp again. We're already at 8, we'll go up to 10. But we'll be going up to 10, so we can just play out Whitebeard, right? So we want to take 2 hits if possible. So we'll have more cards in our hand, right? Because if we're 9K, there's no way he's not going to touch us. Hopefully we get like Rayleigh. Gains the blocker. Gets rid of our Bond Clay. Does he swing with both? I'm hoping so. Go down to 2 life, become 9K. Yeah. Draw, get a card. 7. Yep. Take another new gate. That actually kind of works perfectly with that. So we'll draw, go up, new gate, punch your face. He's still at 4 life, but you know, 10K. I assume you take, right? It's your first life. Crazy. There's no beating Emu. Nah, it's not that. I mean, it is a crazy good deck. It's a crazy deck. It's the rush out. Doesn't have enough for the 10 elders yet. The 10 cost, yeah. The 5 elders 10 cost. Does that make sense when we say it like that? I don't know. It's like, it's a weird thing because it's like, it's technically right. He has to commit more Dawn because we're 9K. That's why I wanted to take both of those hits. 9 at us. I think we'll counter 1. Shanks next turn, right? Because that would help us get out of a lot of it. He uses the event. Interesting. Takes. And then takes. Okay, 2 life. No blockers out, but he'll have them this turn. Because now he's at 10 Don. We're at 7, so he can definitely attack us a lot. We'll go 1k. Because he's going to have more swings coming out the following... Right. We'll go 2k. And then he can't swing anymore with leader. He could swing another. Oh no, he can. I forget it's only 3 Don. Oh my god. This deck is actually so crazy. Boom, bam, boom, boom. 2 of them are blockers. The fact that 2 of them are blockers is actually crazy. And then on KO draws a card. Right. Picks up another rush. That's why it's like I wish he took some of the first few swings. Like if he was at 1 to 2 life, like 1 life or 0 life, right, it would be even better to set up for a Roger play. Because even now we'll probably have to survive another 2 turns. If we can survive this turn at 2 life, we could definitely survive next turn with the 9 beard and countervent, right? Hopefully we just take 1 hit right here. Yep. Ooh, 10 of 10. Easy to defend. 2. So, chilling. We'll see what we top deck. No counter events open, but he has 2 blockers. Okay, draw. Just buggy. All right, so we'll go here. Go 9 at life, 10 at life, 12 at life. Ooh. I assume we're just gonna get both of the blocks out. Yup. So frustrating. It's like every turn, it's like, okay, you just eat up 2 attacks with your 2 blockers you play out every single turn, and then you know, it's so hard to finish off Emu because of that. That's why it's like Gol D Roger is like the card for this set, the 10 cost. So hopefully, I don't know, our board is pretty strong. We do have a lot of counter, right? This can defend our board in the way that we can 0 cost it. We're going to 0 cost it. It's one of those where you have to like click, click, click. We'll see. 8 at 8. Oh yeah, I forgot that's for the turn. Yikes. We'll keep it 2k to try to defend Shanks. We'll see. Now he's just going to use the event and then keep 1 open for the event, right? Yeah. Yep. I should have just let it go then. I forgot that was for the turn. Crazy. Why does a black deck have like red mechanics of like power reduction? Is wild. Sorry, I sounded like such a hater, but you know, it's just such a crazy deck. It's such a crazy deck. And yeah, there's a lot of thought that goes into it to play it at like a very high level, but you know, just as long as you have all these guys in the trash and you just play out to 10 cost, you're kind of chilling, right? A lot of the structuring comes from like your stacking of your searches to the bottom of your deck, because you will cycle through your deck for the most part, searching every turn. So you just need to know what you'll be drawing into with leader ability and your searches late game, right? To structure your hand to be just another. Okay, so we'll just stack with buggy too. We'll swing 7 with buggy. 7. I can actually go 9 with buggy. 9 with leader. Leave 1 open up for, yeah. We'll just try to pressure him. He has no Don open for the counter event. So we'll just go 9, 9, 10, 12. Try to get him. Try to get him. Or live with the counter event and a 2k, you know. We won't. I don't think so, but so we don't win this turn because again, 2 blockers that come out every... We might have wanted to leave up in a Dawn then. Like, just in case we got another event. I don't remember seeing them in searches, so I don't know. The only hope is the Shanks saving us. Shanks, and then the fact that we're 7k leader. So everything's a little bit... Minus these are all 6s, so he has to commit more Dawn to him. Sure. Or does he think he can live if he plays out another 10 Elders, if he has it, and plays out 2 blockers and the leaves up Dawn for counter event? All we have is a 2k. So we gotta let the Whitebeard go. Unfortunate. Please top deck a Gol D Roger. Please. But the fact that your opponent knows that these are only for leader, you can definitely kind of play around it, right? 7 at us. All right, we'll take... Come on, we just need to live! We just need to live! We need to live! We need to live! 7 at us. We'll 2k. And then we should be alright, because they only have 1 swing. Oh, okay. 10 Elders, yes. That was the luckiest. I mean, you know, that's all part of the plan. All part of the plan. Ha 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 ha. Oh my goodness. Picks up a counter event that he doesn't have any Dawn open for, though. So I think that was like a misplay. Right. Leaving the Dawn open for counter events. That's really how you live with this deck. The counter events are kind of crazy, and the stage allows you to just keep them so much Dawn. But the fact that we're a 7k leader and he was trying to pressure down our... That's only a 6k swing, my friend. Draw, play out our big boy, and swing with the big boy. GG. Yeah, if he kept open Dawn for the counter event, he still would have died there, but if he had more Dawn open the previous 2 turns, he wouldn't have been at 0 life, right? But that's why the Sanji for us is very important, and why I might have wanted to have 1 out. But you know, the 5 Elder, that the blocker that pops, yeah, this one. No, on KO draw a card. No, wrong one. Whichever the one. Yeah, I think this one. Yes. Yeah, trash a card and KO. Yeah, this one. Would have just gotten rid of it. But also having the Rayleigh too would have also won us it if we rest one of the blockers and then just split between the other 2. But yeah, that's why the stage is so good. You can keep open a ton of Dawn for your counter events and stay healthy. You just want to play around not being at 0 life there, I think. The fact that the Shanks lived for so long is kind of what helped us on it too. So definitely Shanks is an MVP for this matchup, I think. Minusing power on all these guys. This guy's so frustrating, right? The minus 2k power on swing for the turn. Wild. Got a little bit of everything. But I mean, it's the 5 Elders, so they got to be strong. Right? But those are some games. Like I said, pretty fun list, pretty fun deck for... See, I can't even say it's not even expensive. I hate when these decks are like not even that great, but they're like not even that cheap either. And it's just because of the 2 Seeker Rares, right? But if you're going to have Seeker Rares in a deck, they're probably going to be expensive. So you're looking at like, I think these are 20 bucks a card. Same with these. So that's already like 120 if you're running 3 of each. 140 right now because we're running 7, right? Like I said, you could possibly... you want to run the Bon Clay. You just want to run the Bon Clay. He's a super good card. Helps in a lot of matchups, right? But if you don't and you want to build a very budget build, you could just run this exact list and just take these out, put the Odin in that ramps you too, right? He's a blocker, doesn't have the same swing potential as Bon Clay, but if you were looking for a budget-friendly deck, just sub these out for the Bon Clay. Run 2 copies of the Roger, I'd say, and just hope just have the heart of the cards, you know, heart of the cards might get you there. But hopefully you've got these copies from back when they were like $5, $10 even. is what it is. We're running Searcher at least to find it, you know, but yeah. Still, once the promo Roger comes out, the deck will get a little bit stronger. It's a very big difference, leaving 2 Dawn open late game versus just 1. Or, yeah, like, it's just very strong. It's a very strong card. Still, though, you can play Roger day 1 and still probably have some success with it, have fun at least with it. Let me know if you guys are planning to play the King of the Pirates, Gol D Roger, in set 13. Anything would change or do differently, let me know down in the comments. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hope to see you in our next one. Bye-bye.